What is a man supposed to do while receiving oral? I'm picturing Op posting this while getting head and needing an answer. So many men are too scared to moan. No. Please moan. It's so uncomfortable in silence. I need feedback. Moan a bit. Be happy. It's amazing. Give audible feedback. Feel my tits. Took me 3 reads to realize you weren't suggesting men write reviews for audiobooks while you blow them. I think my brain is on strike. I love it when they grunt and talk dirty while tugging my hair. Can we start a list with things men should NT do? 1. Fart. I like it when he grabs my hair in a ponytail. Guys, what do women do that give you the ick? When they think a toxic trait of theirs is cute, quirky. There's a big difference between being blunt in a respectful way and being a bitch. The fucking testing. I appreciate that you have been in previous relationships where someone lied and or cheated on you, but don't spend your entire single life trying to catch me in some lie so you can have your self-fulfilling prophecy that all men are liars. Confusing confidence with being inconsiderate. Loudly empathizing with every cause and group on the planet but treating people in their personal lives like trash. Silent treatment. I've hated it for the longest time. When you do something wrong and you try to apologize and they say nothing is even worse, just hurtful. Lie. Do something hurtful. Then play victim so you end up comforting them for what they did even though you wanna cry lol. What is the most hurtful thing someone said to you? When my sister committed suicide, my mother looked at me and said the wrong daughter died. It was 20-some years ago. I am okay. May I ask the sincere question of how you actually recovered from that? That is absolutely the worst thing I have ever heard of a parent saying to a child. I don't know what is so special about you. My mother, after seeing my kids get excited that I was home from work. My dad died suddenly when I was 8. I sat across the room from him when the doctor called it. A few weeks later, a nun at my Catholic school told me that my dad would die another 1,000 deaths if he saw my behavior. My dad told me I should kill myself. He now pretends everything is fine, but I'll remember that till I die. Needless to say, when he's finally dead, I won't be there for the funeral. Which ancient culture was way more FK'd up than most people know? I was recently stunned by the amount of atrocities the Japanese Empire has done. Mutilation of babies. Forcing kids to rape their mothers. Putting mothers into chambers with boiling grounds to test them if they would put their kids on the ground so that they don't get their feet scorched by stepping on their bodies. Carrying baby corpses on bayonets. Not to mention carving a hole in the belly of pregnant women to rip fetuses cold-blooded and then murdering the fetus while the mother is screaming. There are literally no words in any dictionary to describe what they did. Feudal China was super into burying people alive. Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor responsible for the unification of China, upon his death, had 70,000 concubines, servants, and workers forcibly interred alongside him. The terracotta army was constructed only because murdering all the soldiers as well wasn't an option. What happened to those who had attended a botched wedding? Friend's wedding. A bunch of people got food poisoning at the rehearsal dinner, including the groom. He spent the night at the getting fluids and medication to stop puking. This was an awesome high-end wedding and he almost cancelled. He was a pale green color and basically sipped Gatorade all day and got through it. He married his HS sweetheart and they have been married 30+ years. A coworker was to one of my closest friends' wedding, and there were strict food regulations, no nuts. Present were a few of individuals present who were really allergic, including the maid of honor. The venue served something with nuts, and the maid of honor became anaphylactic. The EpiPen did not work, and she died on the way to the hospital. Needless to say, there are several lawsuits.